Alright, everything seems to be good. Kenzo's been fed. I got the day off today, which means game time, everybody! So, yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to more Borderlands. I know for a fact that I haven't been playing Borderlands lately due to... Alright, I reset the chat thing, so I need to fix that real quick. Due to me been playing other games and I haven't had the time to dedicate a stream to looting Eden 6, so supposedly it says here that the Nekrotafeyo loot is supposed to be... Oh snap! Oh my goodness! Gameplay reveal coming soon for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands! Soon! That's the news I needed to hear today. But supposedly, the Loot the Universe is supposed to be going to Nekrotafeyo today at, well, supposedly, if I'm looking at this correctly, 12 p.m. PT Pacific time. Like, I'm trying to find the tweet real quick. Hey Luigi, what's going on? Yeah. Hold on, if I'm looking at this correctly, I could just be wrong with the time, but it says, actually, hold on, chat, position, top right, there we go. Alright, we're good now. So supposedly, Nekrotafeyo is supposed to start at 9 a.m. PT, which is currently now. So, that possibly means that I kind of missed my window to have a stream dedicated to Eden 6. Which is actually okay. I don't mind that, so it's fine. But, I can at least dedicate it to Nekrotafeyo and actually still work on my modes a little bit more. I'm excited for more Borderlands. I'm excited to hear some news about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm excited to hear news about being able to create our own characters, it being set in a fantasy magical world. Sure, there'll be, you know, guns here and there, but there'll also be magic and melee weapons as well, so I'm really excited to see what they have to offer then. So, just to double check and make sure that Eden 6 is not still active, since I've already been to the main menu, the hotfixes should have made that possible, but let's go to Floodmore Basin, and we'll go to Reliance, and then we'll go to the bandit camp, the lumber mill bandit camp, and see if a large amount of loot will drop. If it doesn't, then Nekrotafeyo is a place that we need to dedicate our time to. Also, I did a little bit of cleaning of my vault, Luigi, because I was getting close to max, and I went ahead and got rid of weapons that aren't good. Like, it doesn't matter if they have like top tier anointments on them. If the guns themselves are not good and people don't consider them anywhere viable for endgame or endgame builds, then I trashed them. I trashed all of them. Even if they had like a 150/90 anointments on it, even if they had consecutive hits, if they were just bad weapons, I just got rid of them. So I have a ton of space right now. So let's see if Eden 6 is still active. If it isn't, then we can just go to Nekrotafeyo and get our farming done from there. Alright, so I am not getting dedicated weapon drops. You broke your TV so you can't play right now. Oh, Luigi, I am so sorry. There is nothing worse than wanting to play games, but you have no TV to play it on. I kind of felt that. I remember when me and my family moved here to North Carolina, I didn't exactly have the flat screen I have right now. So I had to rely on a smaller TV, and when that started to go bad, it was like, okay, what about my games? What about my games? How am I gonna play my games? Alright, Eden 6 is no longer a bed for, you know, good legendaries and whatnot. So that means, let's see if I can edit my broadcast and change the name. Can I change the name? I wonder, can I pause and then change the name? Oh wait, what am I saying? What am I saying? I can edit it from my laptop. What am I even saying right now? I'm acting like this is the first time I've done streaming and I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on with me today. Alright, it's gone from Loot the Universe, Eden 6 and Nekrotafeyo to just Nekrotafeyo. Alright, we're good now. Legendaries there, but none of them are dedicated drops. No one cares about the gratifying echo. Is there a new event? Because I haven't really been keeping up with Borderlands. Okay, so Loot the Universe is still going on. It's already been through all 3 planets. It's on the last one. It's on the last planet right now, leading up to the 2nd anniversary. And then afterwards, starting on September 9th, that's when the Mayhem Made Mild mini event goes on, where no matter what difficulty we set it on, Mayhem will have easy difficulty on it. The easy modifiers. So we could literally go on Mayhem 10 and not have to worry about the enemies having significant modifiers on. Only easy modifiers. And show me the Iridium, which will increase Iridium drops and Iridium item discounts. Still looking for a hotfix for them to make it so that I can finally get that trophy for unlocking 10 heads and skins, because I've technically unlocked them all when I played this game on the PS4, and that trophy did not unlock for me when I transitioned over to the PS5, so that's pretty much going to keep me from getting the platinum for the PS5 version of Borderlands. Like, I've already gotten the platinum for the PS4 version, so I feel like I don't need to work towards it as hard. But you never know. You never know if you got people who want to be completionists and want to go after that platinum trophy. If they already have unlocked 10 heads and skins and they can't unlock any more, then it'd be nice if they could make it so that the game recognizes that, hey, you already have this many heads and skins, so maybe it should tell you that, hey, you got a trophy pop up, you know. But those are the major things leading up to the anniversary on September 13th. Once Nekrotafeyo's done, it's going to be going from September 2nd to September 9th. Then we'll have Mayhem Made Mild and Show Me the Iridium. And they say they have even more planned for the anniversary on September 13th, but they don't want to spoil the surprise just yet. I'm reading from their little post that they made. Check back for details closer to the big day. So we just gotta wait on them to let us know what else they have in store. But since Eden 6 is no longer a good place to go for weapons, we're gonna go to Nekrotafeyo. Now, Nekrotafeyo has multiple locations, not just the base locations of the planet itself, but also the trial locations as well. And if I look at this, courtesy of Mental Mars, Desolation's Edge has heavy weapons and class mods, which is pretty much where we're going to go first, so we can see if we can get our hands on some good class mods. Tanzandir Ruins has assault rifles and artifacts, so I feel like Desolation's Edge and Tanzadir Ruins are going to be the main go-tos for people that want comms and assault rifles and artifacts. Pyre of Stars has SMGs. The Trial of Survival, Gradient of Dawn has shotguns. The Trial of Fervor, the Skydrown Pulpit has sniper rifles and shields. The Trial of Cunning, the Ghostlight Beacon, I don't know why I keep coming over to this location because this is not the exit, has pistols. The Trial of Supremacy, which is the Hall Obsidian, has assault rifles, specifically assault rifles by themselves. The Trial of Discipline, Precipice Anchor has SMGs and grenade mods, and they are the only place on Nekrotafeyo that have SMGs and grenade mods. And the Trial of Instinct, Wayward Tether, has heavy weapons singularly. What am I looking for particularly? Well, I actually found that I have some really good weapons inside of my vault when I was doing a little bit of cleaning, and I decided to do it before I did the stream because I feel like there's nothing more boring than just watching someone go through their inventory and then just periodically go through each piece and delete everything. So I decided to do that before I started the stream. But I found out that I have a nuclear boom sickle for my endless mows. And it's Mayhem 10. It has consecutive hits on it. And it has, I feel like I'm never gonna find another nuclear boom sickle that has like times 10 damage numbers on it with consecutive hits. So I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that one. But particularly, I'm not really looking for any particular weapons. I mean, granted, right now, I got a lot of good stuff that works for me right now. So it's been more so working on making new builds and making new characters for specific builds than one specific search for weapons. Like I just made a beast-centric flak on top of the rocket launcher one that I created, and like my little beast can do a lot of damage. So to be quite honest, I'm not really looking for any weapons or anything right now. Okay. Tanzadir Ruins can drop heavy weapons and comms. Now I got the Schluter mod on, so that should be boosting the amount of drops that I get. That looks like an infinity. You love the boom sickle, but you only have like one. I never really farmed for it. I had to get rid of several boom sickles. Well, just some regular sickles. I only had one boom sickle, and that's consecutive nuclear boom sickle that I told you about. I only have one of those. Alright, we got some drops, One class mod, and binary cutsman. See, I've never really used the boom sickle. I never really use it, so I don't know how good it is, and people's opinion on it. And I was actually torn about what I was going to stream today because I wanted to play Genshin Impact because there's a new character that just dropped yesterday. It's really good on Moes, all the more reason for me to work on my Endless Moes build. But there's a really good character in Genshin Impact that literally just dropped yesterday. Her name is called the Raiden Shogun, and she's a 5-star character. And I managed to pull her yesterday, the very same day that her banner went active on Genshin. I managed to pull not only the Raiden Shogun, but official as well. So I was kind of torn between playing more Borderlands or playing Genshin, and then just playing through that and showing off the Raiden Shogun. I'm still working on getting her weapon. I want to get her weapon, but, you know, since the banner literally just started, I have a good 19 days worth of time to try and get her then. Get her weapon then. So I'll work on it. But all I know is my luck literally was spent. That might be the reason why I'm not getting legendaries right now. All of my luck for the rest of this week was spent out trying to get the Raiden Shogun on Genshin. And now that I have her, I have to deal with the fact that... Look at this! This is what so many people try to get in order to boost their vault experience. Not only is this a Moxie's Endowment, this is the third one. No, this is actually the fourth Moxie's Endowment that I got my hands on. Fourth Moxie's Endowment that I got my hands on that also has an additional experience bonus on it. I don't know if it's just me, but it don't seem like the heavy weapons and class mods are dropping like crazy from Nekrotafeyo, even though Nekrotafeyo is supposed to be the one active right now. I don't know. I hope it was updated correctly, because ain't nothing dropping in droves like it's always been known to do. I hope I ain't in the wrong spot. Hold on, let me check the Twitter again. Nekrotafeyo. I don't know. Stuff is not really dropping. Seems odd. This is a place where heavy weapons and class mods are supposed to be dropping, but I only managed to get like one class mod to drop from multiple enemies. And the Schluter is supposed to increase, you know, world drops. So whenever I come against like hardy enemies, I should be getting a bunch of drops right now. Not just basic stuff. I should be getting the exact drops that I always get. I should be getting the drop that are supposed to be dropping from this location. Okay, so maybe it's just the bigger enemies I have to fight against in order to make that happen. But he only dropped one class mod. Feels a bit odd that it's not really dropping too much for me. Like, here's two class mods right here, but it's supposed to be a lot more often now. So, I'm not getting the usual drop loot that I usually get. Like an enemy like that or an enemy like him probably should have gotten at least one legendary from one of them, at least. But nothing. Maybe I need to exit and go back. Maybe I'm missing something. Because Nekrotafeyo is supposed to be starting today. And it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm on the East Coast, so that should mean it's 12 here. So it should be active at the exact same time. Week 4, Nekrotafeyo, 9 a.m. PT, September 2nd to 8:59 a.m. PT, September 9th. Yeah. That's odd. I'm not getting any a substantial amount of drops like I normally do, and I have the Schluter mod on. Desolation's Edge. Heavy weapons and comms. Let me see if anything's changed. I might be looking at an old site, but I can't be. Still odd, though. Alright, we'll try this again. Modifier has a loot explosion, so I should be getting more loot with critical hits. Let's take the Schluter off. Like I got... Ooh, it's a knife drain that also has action skill cooldown, more experience from combat. I might use this one over the Toxic Revenger Moxie's endowment. Because I got the cut purse one, because look, I have this one, and I have this one. All three of these have bonus XP stats on them. Which is very good when you're trying to level up your vault, but... Okay, let's switch this off.
Drones out!
And let me put it back on. And he died. Barely dropped anything. No legendaries from him. No legendaries from him.
Fire! But not literally.
Okay, one legendary, but it's a shield. It's not a heavy weapon or a class mod. Did Nekrotafeyo change what drops from it? So I'm not really getting a whole bunch of drops here. Okay, class mod here, but it's not as often though. Wait, let me look at the Schluter. Okay, it's still 1,000. And that's not a heavy weapon, that's a shotgun. I have yet to get a single heavy weapon from this entire place. Ooh, action cooldown rate. I'll get that for one of my Moses. Huh. This is kinda odd. Stuff is not really dropping all that often. Even with the Schluter on. Maybe I need to change locations. I'll probably change locations after I run through here. If I don't get any legendaries or not enough legendaries that should be dropping, then we'll switch over to Tanzadir Ruins. Because that has assault rifles and artifacts. Wow, I should have at least got one legendary from just one of those guys. There's no way I literally used up all of my luck on Genshin, and now I can't use any of it here in Borderlands. There's no way. Okay, lots of legendaries from him. Ooh, is that another sickle? Another boom sickle? It's a nuclear sickle. It's not a nuclear boom sickle, though. But I already got one, so that's fine. Iron Will Monocle. Homecoming red card. Evening from the UK, D. Talbot. Okay. Pronounced that incorrectly. My bad. Nice to have someone from the UK here. Always welcoming people from other countries. Hope you enjoy yourself while we're here. Just me trying to figure out why a lot of drops like... Okay, going through the Loot the Universe for Borderlands. I would get tons of legendaries and they would just drop non-stop, no problem. Now all of a sudden it seems like there's not enough legendaries dropping despite the event being on right now. So it's kind of odd for me. It's kind of odd for me. Alright, we didn't get any... This was not a big haul like I was expecting. Like, the only big haul we got from a singular enemy was from Tyrone Biggums. And that was it. There was nothing else. That was weird. This whole run was weird. Alright. Let's try Tanzadir Ruins then. If we don't get anything from this place, then maybe Nekrotafeyo wasn't exactly tuned correctly. We're about to find out. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Like, if I don't get anything from any of these Guardians, even with the Schluter mod on...
Go on, little bud. Ferocity's my middle name. Anyone teach you how to fight?
I didn't get anything from any of them. Alright, we're going to be coming up on some wildlife enemies. Maybe they'll drop something. Yeah, my clone's not going to... Oh wait, my clone is already killing things. And since I have the ability to run fast when I get kills, I just need to catch up to my clone. I'm not getting anything. What is going on with the drop rate? The drop rate seems a bit nerfed for Nekrotafeyo, despite the amount of enemies that are here, and despite the fact that I have the Schluter mod on. Well, it's Schluter artifact on. Very weird. All this killing all of these big tough enemies and no legendaries. What is going on? I'm not getting anything. Okay, now we got something. So the Tanzadir ruins are supposed to drop assault rifles and artifacts, but this is the first assault rifle I managed to get my hands on, and no artifacts have dropped whatsoever. What is going on? I wonder if anyone else is dealing with this problem, because there's supposed to be a bunch of loot dropping. Like, more than just occasionally. It's supposed to be, okay, you come to these planets and there's supposed to be a bunch of loot for you to get your hands on. Literally, the best time to farm for weapons is right now, due to how much stuff is dropping. Yet, for some reason, it's as if the drop rate was never increased for Nekrotafeyo, because it was high for Eden 6. Like, I could literally go through a section and cover a map in nothing but legendaries due to the amount of enemies that I would kill. But oddly enough, nothing of that nature is happening here. Now, this does not kill the overall flow of the game for me. Just letting you know. I'm just wondering. I'm kind of confused, but this does not change the fact that I'm still going to play Borderlands today. If I don't get enough legendaries just from doing this event right now, I'll probably just switch over and start working on my modes again. And then, you know, just be a casual stream from there. Like, one legendary there, no legendaries there. The legendary increased drop rate should be substantially higher than this. Like, just one artifact? That's it? That's all?
I live for this!
At least I'm getting my hands on plenty of iridium. So I'll take that. And we haven't even started the Show Me the Iridium event at all, so it's... No matter how much iridium I actually get, it's not like I'm getting a massive amount yet.
No, not me! Shoot him!
Seriously, what is going on? I'm not getting anything. Maybe I did something wrong? Okay, one legendary here. Not an assault rifle. Not a dedicated drop assault rifle. SMG. Who told you to hide up there? Alright, let's switch it back. See? He should have dropped at least one legendary. Especially if I have the Schluter on. Which increases my legendary drop rate by 1,000, I think? Over there, let me see if I can get to it. What'd you drop? Oh, it's over here. Class mod. Class mod should not be dropping over here. Like, all these big, tough enemies should just be dropping legendaries all over the place. Kind of like that. So, maybe something changed. I don't know. Maybe it's just this session. Like, this instance is where I'm not getting a whole bunch of legendaries. It might... I mean, technically, I should be getting more assault rifles and artifacts than anything else. Truly, this is odd.
Double it up!
See, no legendaries there. That is so odd. Why does my stream look so pixelated even in 1080? Even in 1080p? Compression. YouTube compression, Cohagen. YouTube always does that for streams. No matter how good it may look on my screen, it can look super crisp and run at 1080p on my screen, but YouTube streaming will compress the image to a little bit less than that. So even if I'm doing all of this and having all this fun and doing all this action, it's going to make things look slightly less clean.
But a bigger arse to boot.
So even if I got it at 720 right now, because I have my stream set to stream out 1080p 60 frames. That's what I have it set to. But YouTube compression will just make it look pixelated. A smooth 60 frame pixelated pixelation. It wasn't like this before. I find it odd how sometimes it'll be really clear and sometimes it won't be. So I really couldn't tell you what's going on. Okay, that was a large influx of loot that just dropped. Shredder fire, but it's not a super shredder fire. That's kind of what I want for my Moze. She does really well with a super shredder fire. I wonder, let me refresh my page and see if the image changes. If it doesn't change, no, it still looks slightly pixelated even though it's 1080p. Well, it's 720 here. Let me boost it to 1080. Let me move around. I'm keeping an eye on the playback to see if me moving causes pixelation. Yeah, there's still pixelation there. That's actually weird. I think I know what it is. So, Cohagen, I believe it's because I am using my PlayStation to stream rather than using my Elgato, because my Elgato can increase the megabytes per second that is streamed through YouTube versus the PS5, which has a set limitation of megabytes that is allowed to be streamed. So it probably looks pixelated because I'm using my PS5 to do the streaming rather than my usual software. So that's probably it. Because I know for a fact that whenever I do regular streams for you guys using my Elgato, oh yeah, it's a lot clearer than this. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Pestilence. Hey, I got 2 heads. Too bad I can't use them! Pack and Devastator, Fastball. I'll pick up the Pestilence because I never actually had that gun before. Like, not even increased drops from chests or anything. Are they sure that Nekrotafeyo is the place to go to for these? I wonder. I don't have the trials unlocked on Zane, but I do have it unlocked on Amara. So, well, firstly, why are you telling me I have another guard token? Didn't I just spend one? No, I didn't spend it, did I? Increased grenade damage? Okay. Alright, so the trial locations have loot drops. Let's see if the trials have the increased loot locations rather than the actual Nekrotafeyo locations themselves. And I'm waiting for the game to recognize that I am online. Though I don't know why. What in the world? I can't even choose another character. Alright. There we go. We're good now.
Retired from court. A siren.
Alright, let's try one of the trial locations. Let's go to the Gradient Dawn, which has shotguns. Let's see if a bunch of shotguns will drop from there. Let's make sure we have the Schluter on. Long-lasting Schluter. Alright. Nekrotafeyo. This is my first Amara. Is this true Vault Hunter mode? I think this is true Vault Hunter mode. Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. This is normal. This is my first character. This is Amara. This is the one I did everything on. So why is it telling me that I don't have the trial locations unlocked? This is the character I platinumed the PS4 version of Borderlands with. Why are the Nekrotafeyo locations not here? Oh, because they are separate from Nekrotafeyo. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. The game didn't make an oopsie, I made an oopsie. Well, funny then, Flack, I didn't play with the girls. Amara's very good at melting faces. I still need to make her weapons do more splash damage with anointments, but she is very good at melting faces.
It is time to prove yourself once again.
Alright, so let's see if this trial mission will drop more legendaries.
You can do better than that.
Alright, that's a shotgun here. Could the trials be the location that you need to go to in order to get good drops? Because that was a basic enemy that just dropped a shotgun. Oh, there's another one. Yep. It's the trials. It's not the regular locations that have the increased drops. It is the trial locations. I can see that right now. The fact that that dude dropped more shotguns in a place where shotguns drop, the trials have the weapons. Don't go to Desolation's Edge. Don't go to Tanzadir Ruins. Don't go to Pyre of Stars. Go to the trial locations because they have the drops. We know, people. My luck has turned around. I didn't spend it all on Genshin. Like, look. More drops. More drops. Ooh, Phaserker. Ooh, this is one that I needed. That increases the conflux. Because it's best to avoid anima skills. for this build for Amara. Hold still. Yeah, like all these legendaries that are dropping, the trials are the locations you need to go to. Which is fine by me, because thankfully they don't have those overpowered trial bosses anymore, so these are good places to go. If you're just trying to get your hands on some weapons. Now, I'm not trying to do this trial perfectly. I just want to see what type of drops will happen. Face puncher. Stop following me! We're good now. Alright, now that we've confirmed where the drops are dropping, trials are the way to go. Polymbius, you're 150/90. We got the lob right here. If you were 150/90, I would pick you up as well, but that is not the case for you, my friend. Alright, we're on the right track, ladies and gentlemen. We can go back to farming stuff again. Mainly gonna look for some weapons with consecutive for my Moes, just so I want her to be... because I just want her to be fully prepared when she turns level... Can the trials be redoable? Yeah, you can do them over and over and over and over and over again. You just gotta start it like an actual mission. How's my day going? Oh, it's going great, Psycho. I got the day off, which means I'm gonna do what I do best. But yes, the trials can be completed as many times as you so choose. Alright, cocky flacker. Got another one drop over here. Another shotgun. What are you? Will-o'-the-wisp. I don't see people using that for their build, so we're not picking that up. I just cleaned out my vault space. I don't need extra stuff. Got another drop right over here. Iron Will Tidal Wave. Oh no, it appears I have been downed. It's not like I can't just melt everything around me. And since my shots ricochet, that kind of just reminds me of Mucha Lucha, just saying ricochet all over again. Thank you, Luigi, for the plasma coil. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the time I finish this trial. Just wanted to confirm that this is where the drops happen. Casual boring gun. Do not use this weapon because it is not useful. Conference call, not as useful as it was in Borderlands 2. A lob, increase 100,000 in damage. Splash radius and weapon damage itself is not all that high, but I'll take it simply because the lob is a good shotgun.
How far will you go?
Oh, you think you gonna run from me? Nah, boy. You ain't running from me, boy. Alright, he's immune to this. Ah, gotta use the soul render since it's such a good assault rifle! Is he the one that does that pinball move just to make sure it's been years since I've seen the show? Yeah, Pulverizing pinball. I remember it like it was yesterday. Though I don't remember Buena Girl's signature move. I remember Ricochet's pulverizing pinball move, but I don't remember anyone else's. I think she turned into like a bulldozer of some kind, but I forgot. But I forgot the exact name of that move. Like I said, it's been so long.
So goddamn supply.
Yep, trials are the way to go if you want to get your hands. Elemental projector, auto.
That one needed
Who dropped
more
something
training.
over here? Consecutive brainstormer. Ooh, can't pass that up.
Are you ready?
Sorry, private number, I don't know who you are or why you're bothering me right now. You're interrupting my Borderlands time, which is the last thing you ever want to do. Don't interrupt my game time. The disrespect.
This is it.
Let me guess. Gonna change elements? Ha ha! Joke's on you! I have the opposite! It seems that since you are immune to fire, let us switch over to cryo. Yeah, there's that damage. Always switch up your skills when you're facing bosses. That's something I'm still learning myself, mind you. And trial over. Why is it making spinners pop up? Stop that. Alright. So, we got a rope-a-dope breaker. We have a deep dive face puncher. And they say that if you can get a face puncher with negative 56 weapon damage, that is the lowest it can possibly get as far as affecting your damage is concerned. So it's best to go after a face puncher with that part on it. Oh, you think you're just gonna hit me? Hold still! Disrespect. Another lob, but it's actually weaker than the one that we just picked up. Another fire cell, Polymbius, and what looks to be a conference call. And none that we're really looking for, so... oh well. But we got a speed load and the Hellwalker. On action skill N, the next two magazines are 100% additional bonus incendiary damage. It already does a ton of incendiary, so this means she'll do even more incendiary. I don't need it though. because I have enough of those shotguns. I had at least 6 of them, when the only one that truly matters is the one that is 150/90 and consecutive. That's the only ones that truly matter. Wow, you didn't give me a single legendary in this chest. You disappoint me. But at least we know that the trials are giving away the legendaries that we so desperately seek. So that means that the next one I'm going to go to is the Ghostlight Beacon, because that has pistols. And maybe I'll go to the Skydrown pulpit, because that has sniper rifles and shields. But mainly, actually, you know what? I should probably go to the Hall Obsidian, because that has assault rifles. So let's go to the Hall Obsidian, start that trial, and get our hands on some good assault rifles. You know what? I'm actually glad I went through the trouble of checking every place of Nekrotafeyo, including the trials as well, because I was worried that something happened to Nekrotafeyo when I wasn't getting drops in the regular planet. I got concerned. I thought I wasn't going to be able to deliver any good content for you guys today.
Prove yourself.
I was concerned that it was just going to be like a normal gameplay and no legendaries and nothing like that. Thankfully, the trials exist, and now we know that that's where you need to go. So hooray for progress! I don't know you, Scam! Get out of my face, Scam! Be gone, Scam! Alright, we got some legendaries right there. That's good to know. That's good to know right there.
Feel the power. Let's go around. Legend the making.
Alright, over-encumbered optimized carrier. Does anyone even actually use the carrier? I don't know anyone that uses the carrier in the build. At least not to my knowledge. Alright, that's a dictator. Embrace the pain. Another over-encumbered carrier. Disciplined warlord. Loving the What If show. I haven't started watching the What If show yet. I need to catch up.
Crystals resonate with me.
Just like I need to catch up with the 5th season of My Hero Academia.
Just stop.
You think you're just gonna hide there? You cannot hide from me! This is actually a pretty good combo. Freeze them with cryo, but the bullets I shoot from my flipper is heat.
Take them out. Oh, brave.
Yes, yes, legendaries, come to me! Lucian's Call. Laser Sploder. Who told you you can move around with... Who dares to move around without my permission?
I hit you, you hit the ground.
Ricochet shots are deadly with an elemental Amara. Are so deadly. And as long as my SMG is full, I'm killing everybody. Legendary there.
A massacre.
Who told you to move?
The drum.
Hold still, doggy!
Mediocre.
Tribolts. Sickle. Molten sickle. Not a boom sickle. Not that I need one, because I already got a good sickle in my vault right now. There's no need for me to go the extra mile and try to get my hands on another one, if I just need one. and they're dead. But these little frozen orbs, they really do work on my nerves, especially when they follow me! Stop following me! Stop following me! Alright, vulgar bear cat. Hey! I'm looking at the loot. Can you not? I'm looking at loot. It's not hard. Don't disturb a man when he's looking at loot. Are you a loot blocker? You look to be a loot blocker. That's Hey, what did I say? Okay, y'all just want to be hard-headed. Okay. All right, not effective at long range. Need to get closer.
Got a target for you.
No way! Thank you. Wow. I almost lost this trial because of that. Thank you, shield boosters. Okay.
Let's see how those crystals resonate.
Lead sprinkler. Breath of the dying. Wait, is that an OPQ system? OPQ! It is mine. Just need to change the anointment on a little bit, and I got a killer on my hands.
Barely worth the sweat.
I challenge you! You barely got out of that door before I just eviscerated you. This is what a true massacre looks like. Everybody's dead. Give me rent. Alright, Phasor. Does anyone even really use the Phasor? Burning Vulgar Alchemist. I'm gonna need this for my flak pet build that I have. And this one was a Helix and Shredder Fire, but this one isn't a Super Shredder Fire with a bipod attachment, so don't care. Anything to make my mouse more powerful. That is all I require. Your death is what I require. Oh, that's the game you want to play today. Okay. We can play that game. And since everyone wants to have on shields today, let's get rid of them. Y'all want to play these games where y'all think y'all shields are going to protect you. What happens when I just get rid of all of them, huh? What happens then? Just murder you all and get rid of all your shields. What did I say? Y'all don't listen, do you? Y'all are not good listeners! They are not good listeners whatsoever. Okay. Kiloton Rocketeer. Storming Sickle. Frozen Lucian's Call. Another Breath of the Dying. A Merv Hex Grenade. Then we got some up here. Another Molten Sickle. And another Standardized Carrier. And this one was just a class mod for Zane. But no one really uses the Infiltrator class mod, do they? Not that I'm aware of. Alright, we're looking good, looking good. Probably won't get the bonus objectives, but I'm really here just seeing how the loot drops are. Oh, I forgot about you.
I'm down for a brawl.
By all means, turn your shields back on. I mean, they're not gonna do you any good. What did I say? No one listens to a single thing I say. If I say your efforts are wasted, they are wasted. Tangled Nimbus. I'll pass. Rear Ender Command Planetoid. Rowan's Call. Nasty Bearcat. Disciplined Warlord. Here's the thing, I don't use the Warlord. But I'll pick this up just because. And Rebel Yell. No one uses the Rebel Yell either.
You do have some skills, I suppose.
Some? I got through this thing without dying. What you talking about? And no legendary in the chest either, but what really mattered was the enemies giving me the legendaries. Alright. So Hall Obsidian dropped the assault rifles. Let's go for the Ghost Light Beacon. And I believe this one is a psycho-centric trial. So, just first off, let's go ahead and turn up the heat because there's going to be a ton of psychos in here, which means they're all not going to have a bunch of... Some of them may have shields or whatever, but flame damage does wonders against psychos. So, to the Ghost Light Beacon. Here we are on Pandora, the ride is not over. Welcome back to Borderlands. Get your guns, you will win. So be those Calypso twins, get their loot from their hands. Moxie is here, Marcus has gear, and Ellie will help you catch a ride. Brick and Morty are here with Lilith is clear. We say to you, welcome back to the lands. Back to Borderlands. I can't sing the rest of that because Earth, Wind, and Fire will be on my behind because of it. It doesn't matter.
Anyone else want to try?
Sit down, youngin'. Ah, bring on the big man.
It's all too easy.
Get over here, Josie! Get over here, Josie! Why are you running, Josie? Why are you running, Josie? Stop running from it, Josie! Hee hee! Look at all those legendaries! Nope, no grenades for you. Only death for you. Only despair for you. Pain and suffering for you. Everlasting misery for you. I'ma stop. Y'all really shouldn't have given me the ability to cause explosions when I do headshots. You're just asking me to cause more pain and suffering. All I see is chaos, and I love it! More! More! You cannot hide from me, Tyrone Big Arms! And like that, we cleared out this whole place with a bunch of legendaries to look over. Alright, we got a Dastardly Maggie. I'll pick you up and compare you to the one that I have at my place. Action skill damage, action skill cooldown rate for the Nimbus? I never get mods with both of those on there. There's no way I'm just gonna let that slip through my fingers. Even if it's on a class mod that I don't use. Blended Elementalist. The Duke. Another Dastardly Maggie. Another Elementalist, action skill damage, Atlas weapon damage, shotgun damage. Not a bad haul. Surge, the Flood, Melty Cake Time Yellow Cake. I'll take you and I'll compare you to the one I have at home. Transformer, more than meets the eye. We don't need that shield, I already got enough of those. Double penetrating nasty Roizen's Thorns. I don't use that all that often. Maybe I should. Rear ender rocket boots. Molten Infinity. The way you was singing sounded like Boogie Wonderland. Exactly. I made up a song. That was the song that I sang when I first played Borderlands 3. The moment I decided to do a full playthrough of Borderlands, that's the song that I sang. But of course, when I did that song, I had the actual music playing in the background, which caused me to get a copyright claim on that first part of my Borderlands 3 playthrough. Alright, we need to check up here. We didn't check up here. Okay, so we got another Flood. Ginormous Bangarang. Ooh, consecutive. I'll take that. And that. Alright, we are good. My inventory is full, though, so maybe I should have cleared it out before I came to this trial. And don't matter.
Come on! You trying to screw with her?
Were you even a threat? Oh, one of these anointed guys. You guys are fun to mess with for about a good 5 seconds. Hey, hey, who's doing all that shooting? Is that you? Is that you? Did the black market vending machine have something good till now? See, here's the thing. I haven't really been keeping track of where Maurice's black market vendor has been. So I honestly could not tell you. I've been relying on the world drops to be where I get all my stuff from. So I couldn't possibly tell you if Maurice's, not Marcus, but Maurice's black market vendors have had anything good. My sincerest apologies if I couldn't relay that information to you. Another Unforgiven. But the more critical hit damage, the better. Laser Sploder, consecutive hits? A consecutive irradiated laser Sploder? Hey! I'm looking at potential loot, you better leave me alone. I am busy looting. Leave me alone. Alright. What do I have in my inventory that I can really get rid of? I've had these light shells for Lord knows how long. And some of these I kind of really don't need. Wow, some of these I was supposed to sell, but I didn't. Just shows you that I keep holding on to stuff that I really don't need. It's my own fault. It's my own fault I hoard stuff. I don't... Oh my goodness! I can give this to my Beastmaster Flack, because he can use this shotgun. I don't need the Guardian Angel for this build. I was so worried I would have to level up my vault card again in order to get my hands on some keys. Just so I can get myself a brand new Guardian Angel shotgun for my Beast build Flack. But I can just give him this one, and then I'll just re-roll the stats with the Bloody Harvest event enabled so I can get some terror bonuses on there, because it works really well with terror anointments. Trevornator I'm going to keep. Shotguns with 150/90 I keep. What is with all these random numbers calling me? If you don't leave me alone, person I don't know! Dictator. Why am I keeping all of these? I don't need them! Let's drop you. Rope-a-dope. Atom bomb, white elephant. Why am I carrying some of these? I don't need you. I don't need you. Definitely keeping the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. Elemental Projector Victory Rush. I'll keep that one. Okay, I got space for 3. Let's go pick up that one laser exploder that has consecutive on it. Get out of my face! Alright, what else we got? Devastator. Gunnerang. Stuff that I just dropped. Don't worry, your time will come. And that time is now. Oh, you think you're just gonna run over and create a turret for yourself? No, no, no! Not today! Alright, we're good there. Okay, let's see what type of loot we got right here. Not good enough. Devastator, not good enough.
Take it on.
Excuse me, I'm looking at stuff. Don't disturb me with that again. So once we're done with this trial, I will make sure I go to Sanctuary and deposit weapons that I am not going to use or not going to need and need to sell before we take on another trial.
The palm of my...
There we go. It's like... I hate you. So you die first. Let your death serve as an example for those that come after you. I cannot die! Alright, packing Devastator. And oozing Devil's Foursome with increased damage. Huh. I might keep it just because it has that anointment on it. Ooh, Expert Health Shock. Do I need that though? I mean, it's elemental, so I might as well pick it up. You'll have to excuse me. I'm looting down. I'm looting up here. Stop your whining. Just die like the rest. And I don't even have a really good anointment to be doing all this extra. This all is just for the weapons. I couldn't care less about what time I finish this trial. Oh, let me break your body before you disappear. There we go. Hold still. Ooh, I forgot how good this little pistol was in Amara's hands. And I got a lot of guns to look over, so let's just go ahead and clear everybody out here. I like ties that bind as a skill, because even shooting a turret that's linked to somebody is just going to instantly kill them, especially with this build that I'm using. Alright, another Maggie! And I think this one does slightly better damage than the one we picked up before. Hold on. Let us double check. I got a bad anointment for this Hell Shock. Actually, this is the same thing, but this one... Ooh, this one actually has a better anointment. I should probably use this one. Which means that since this Hell Shock is essentially the same exact one down to its very stats, we don't need it. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. But let's check that Maggie I picked up. Okay, weapon negative 25% weapon damage. This one does 16,000 times 6. This one does 17,000 times 6. So it does slightly better damage than the regular Maggie that's sitting over there. I know it appears that I'm wasting so much time to finish this trial, but I mean, I got plenty of time. And then there's a Flood, a Corrosive Infinity, Stimulant Stopgap, and a Scrambling Big Boom Blaster. Mr. Bloom Boom Blaster. Another Duke, another Gunnerang. Collect all that Iridium. And oozing, gratifying Roys and Thorns. Alright, we are good. We picked up pretty much everything that was of major significance. Let us go kill the boss. Then get rid of gear and backpack. Since I have space in Vault, I do not need to worry about running out of space anytime soon. Fill up space for Pistol. Pistol will do lots of damage in the upcoming boss fight. Ready to fight. Send your biggest, baddest little person. Burn your body since you have no shield. I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't even hear you. Please stand up so I may continue to fire again. And you were dead the moment. Kill Tink, kill Tink. There we go. Alright. Ooh, we got a big one coming in. And you're dead, and you're dead! Amara melts all that stand in her way! That was over quickly, wasn't it? Alright, let's see what this dude done dropped. A Widowmaker, Meditative Phase Zerker. It has Anima. No one wants Anima. Only Conflux or Get Out. Dangerous Hellshock. This does more damage! Mine! This does more damage! I'll take it! I'll just re-roll the anointments, and it has increased weapon charge time. Ooh, if I wasn't doing enough damage before, I'm definitely gonna do more now. When in doubt, trade it out. No one uses the Thunderball Fist, so I don't care if this has consecutive. Now let's see what you dropped. Peerless Hellshock. Sorry, you're weak. I'm sorry, but I cannot take you with me. Frozen Ginormous Gunnerang. Dangerous Super Ball. Fragmented Dragon. Cool-headed Unforgiven. And a Nuclear Infinity. Do I want to take it with me, though? I'm kind of tempted to take it with me, but on the other hand, I kind of don't need it. What the heck, I'll take it anyway. Alright. Yet another good trial run.
Luck, perhaps. We will see.
That wasn't luck, that was skill. Pure skill. Every kill was pure skill. Allow me, if you will, to tell of the kill that took my skills. Alas, not a single legendary to be seen. Well, time to go to Sanctuary and deposit all these goodies that I got me hands on. You guys don't know, there's nothing quite like gaming on your day off after a nice fresh shower. It is so good. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to sell these weapons that have been sitting in my inventory for the past month and a half.
Whatever it is, I'll take it.
Goodbye, flippers. You were too weak to stand up to the upcoming fight. Alright, so my bank space was almost at... My bank space was pretty much at 494, and I dropped it all the way down to 343. I might drop it even more as I go through the list of weapons that I have, find the tier list of which ones are the ones worth keeping and which ones you just simply just get rid of because they do absolutely nothing towards any build whatsoever. Because I'm not the type of person that just collect every single legendary just to say I have every legendary. No, they must serve a purpose. They must be used, and they must kill. They must kill. So now, let's get rid of these light shows, because I kind of don't need all these light shows. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Alright, so I have 2 nuclear infinities, which means one of you has got to go, which means this one is going to stay, and that one's got to go. Don't need this. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need... Nah, I think the no pew pews needs to stay. Just need to re-roll the anointments on it. Alchemist can go. Bearcat can go. More power can go. Helix can go. Warlord can go. Rowan can go. Rowan can go. Dictator can go. Brainstormer can go. Guardian Angel definitely can. Iceberger, you'll stay. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of the Monarch. I don't even use sniper rifles on this build. Get rid of the lob. Get rid of you. I think we might be good space-wise in terms of weapons that I'm currently carrying. Elemental or bust. Alright, I think we're good. Get rid of this Phase Zerker, and this Rope-a-Dope, and that Nimbus, and this Phase Zerker as well. And I am being summoned, so I can get my lunch. I'll be right back. Talk to amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a sec.
Ah, there it is. Oh, my legs are cramping. Oh, I can't move my legs. Oh, leg day. Just one more. Dig deep. Oh, I'm gonna kill him the next time I see him.
Okay, I'm back, everybody. I got my lunch right here, so if you hear me go mute a couple of times during gameplay, it's because I'm eating, and I do not want to be munching in your ears. Hopefully we get something significant and game-changing besides same takedowns and, you know, Slaughter Shaft. So here's my thing. So, looking at this Guardian rank, you see how we all have all these skills? There are still so many squares left for them to add new skills to it. Now, people have said before to me, like, maybe they're saving all their really big ideas for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands next year. So some people are telling me not to count too much on that idea. But think about it. There are still so many squares left. Why just leave it right here? Like, why leave these skills right here? Not to say that they could add more stuff to it, because we're pretty much broken with all this stuff that we have unlocked already. Like the ability to killing an enemy triggers shield regeneration, killing an enemy with a critical hit causes an explosion around them, and those hollow points, they really do a ton of damage. So, and excess damage from a kill is added to your next shot, which really adds up. Enemies take 5% more damage per unique status effect affecting them. Harmageddon works well with the Mara. I honestly cannot tell you what they could possibly do for this 2-year anniversary of Borderlands 3. I honestly can't tell you, because I don't know. It's literally anyone's guess. Wait, I gotta sell that. I cannot go into the next trial and farm some weapons with my inventory still taking up space. But yeah, I really hope that we don't get another takedown, because we don't need one. We don't need one. We already have Malawan, and we already have the Guardian takedown, which they fixed so that the platforming is a lot less tedious, but we do not need another takedown. Now, I would like for more skins to be added, like more themed skins, like, oh, I don't know, make us look like Iridians, or like we've been imbued with Iridium. Maybe even give us skins that make us look like other characters, not like themed off of the Children of the Vault, but make us look like Tyreen or I don't know, make us look like Marcus or make us look like Moxie. Even make us look like Claptrap. Like, they pretty much gave us the ability to fundamentally change how our body looks with different things. I mean, it's not too far-fetched for them to just make us look like other characters. Of course, that could be something that they say for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which, newsflash, they just announced that we're going to be getting some gameplay details very soon! Oh, I cannot wait. I need to know more. I need to know more. I need to know more about Tiny Tina's. And it's not just gameplay detail, it's gameplay reveal coming soon. They just announced that on their Twitter about a good hour ago. So I am really looking forward to what they show, because come on. This is going to be the first game in the Borderlands style that is set in... It's just a I cannot speak. Just a full-fledged game set in... Full-fledged game set in the universe of... in the, Assault on Dragon's Peak universe. Just a D&D fantasy setting where, sure, we'll have guns, but there's also going to be melee weapons and magic as well, which means that we could be seeing legendary melee weapons and legendary magics, not just legendary fantasy guns and such. Plus, we get to create our own character, which is a first for this series. There's just so much about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands that just got me mad hype. I mean, if any of you seen the screenshots from the game, and this is just, I mean, the game comes out next year. We don't have a definitive date for it, but it really does look like something I can see myself playing for many, many hours. I mean, I've invested tons of hours in all of the Borderlands games, but in a fantasy setting? Oh, please. Oh, please. If I can just go full mage and just throw magic at everyone all the time and build my person as a full-fledged mage with awesome power, if I can make my mage as powerful as Amara is in Borderlands, as my Amara is in Borderlands 3, I will be deeply and truly happy. I'll be deeply and truly happy. But let's go ahead and move on to the next trial. New rarity, yes, we do need another takedown. What would it be patterned after? So the Malawan takedown is obviously Malawan. Guardian takedown is patterned off of creatures from Nekrotafeyo and the Iridians. What would be another takedown? Like just, I don't know, like a massive stronghold of a COV? With someone trying to take the place of Tyreen and Troy? Maybe? I don't know. Just that if we were to get another takedown, what would it be patterned around? That's the real question. But let me pull up the list here. So we've already done the Ghostlight Beacon for the pistols. We've already done the Gradient Dawn for the shotguns. Let's do... let's see. I already done Hall Obsidian for the assault rifles. SMGs and grenade mods will be in the Precipice Anchor. Heavy weapons will be in the Wayward Tether. And sniper rifles and shields will be in the Sky Drowned Pulpit. Let's go to the Precipice Anchor. Let's go to the Precipice Anchor. Just for SMGs and grenade mods. Still trying to get my hands on a mitosis, which is quite possibly one of the best grenades you can go after, especially for Flak. And if you're going for his critical build, that's a very good grenade mod to go after. It has an increased chance to drop from the Mother of Groggins in the Anvil map on Eden 6. But we'll see if we can get one to drop here. And this is a Malawan-centric area, so let's go ahead and switch our elements over to Shock. And this is already Shock, so let's switch it to Incendiary. And let us begin!
That's the move, are we?
Energize! Stay down!
Some skill has been demonstrated, I suppose.
Ooh, I like the idea of Hyperion and Vladov. We really don't hear much of Vladov at all in the story. Dahl gets thrown. The name of Dahl gets thrown around. Hyperion, I mean, we've seen enough of that in Borderlands 2, and they are still kind of prevalent here in Borderlands 3. But Vladov is not a faction that we really hear much of. We only know much of Vladov based off of the fact that, you know, Moses was a part of their Ursa Corps. But fighting Vladov enemies? That's never been done. Come to think of it, out of all the weapons manufacturer companies that we fought in Borderlands, Vladov is the only one that we really haven't gone after. Because you get to fight Dahl in the pre-sequel. Then, obviously, you have Hyperion in Borderlands 2. In Borderlands 1, you have Atlas. And in Borderlands 3, you basically have the Children of the Vault, and they pretty much made up their own weapons. But when it comes to Vladov, we've never really faced them in a antagonistic situation. We've never faced off against Vladov. So a Vladov takedown? I would actually be interested in seeing that, simply because we don't see enough of Vladov. It's funny how we've seen all these different companies in Borderlands, but Vladov is the one that has always been pushed to the sidelines.
Passable skills, I suppose.
So I would actually like to see a Vladov takedown more than anything else. Target acquired does not mean that target is able to be acquired. Oh, poor baby. That took far longer than it needed to. But then again, I wasn't hitting his crit spots, so, you know. You think just because you move fast, that makes you invincible? Wow, I actually ran out of ammo. Ain't that something? You made me run out of my pistol ammo. Now I am defenseless. You're getting a little bit too close there, bruh. Thank you.
Not much further to go.
Still getting quasars, no hunter seekers. If you don't get away from me, That's a surge. Let's see what we have over here. Quasar again. Ugh, spinner. No one uses the spinner. How many bouncing pairs am I gonna see? Thank you, Coldheart. Now you got me thinking of Vladov more than ever now. Now I want to see a Vladov takedown. What? Ooh, what if Vladov is a faction in Wonderlands? That'd be nice. I'm not gonna hold my breath or anything, but it'd be nice.
Now you will be tested.
Probably not a good idea to have your crit spot in your nether regions there, bruh. Probably not the best idea. I mean, I'm not an expert on anatomy, but even I know that getting hit there is not comfortable. Possibly even for a robot. Come on. Replenish that health of yours. It's not gonna do you much good.
Ready for ya. Ready for a fight. Why even
What did I say? I tried to tell you, but no one wants to listen to old Kyushu. They saying to think that they know everything. Just gonna run up on me like everything's gonna be all hunky-dory peachy keen, and then your head gets blown completely off. Some people just don't listen. Okay. Friend bot. Then we have this gun, of which the name I will never say. This is an alright haul. There wasn't anything to write home about. Because I had the Schluter on still. So yeah, I didn't get much from that. Maybe I should have gone in there by going to Tannis's machine and increasing the loot quality. Maybe I should have turned that on.
That is what I wonder.
What? I actually got a legendary from this thing? Maybe my luck's finally changing. Cauterizing White Elephant. Experience, incendiary damage, weapon reload speed, and melee attacks have a 30% chance to attach a sticky bomb. I don't need it. I already have that skin, and I already have that skin. Alright, we're good here, and my vault card is about to level up as well. Actually, a smart thing would be to open up all of these chests. Open up all of these chests and refill all of my ammo back again. While I'm on the subject of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, even though we know next to nothing about it whatsoever, there's so many things I'm just speculating. Like, how deep will the character customization be? Like, I don't expect anything along the lines of, you know, Black Desert's customization, or even Cyberpunk's character customization. I feel like that'll be the only thing people won't complain about in that game. But I really hope that they can, like, get crazy with the customization. I mean, the Borderlands games and the Borderlands universe is a crazy universe. So making our people look ridiculous, I mean, it would make sense. So I kind of hope that the customization for creating your character would be not just, I mean, they don't need to focus every bit of their efforts on it, but I kind of want it to be kind of deep enough where I can have a guy who's just wearing shades all the time, or make my dude look like classic Gandalf. He's going to be a brother, of course. If they allow us to change skin tones, then I'm definitely going to make him a brother. But I want him to have like a big old beard, like Gandalf. I want him to have long robes on if possible. I mean, there's no guarantee that anything I want or I'm speculating for will actually appear in the game, but the fact that we are getting creative characters, I mean, it just puts the idea in my head, so maybe, I would like to see that. And then we have the whole idea of not only are we getting weapons, but we're also getting melee weapons as well. And possibly magic to mess with, too. Because if I pull up this little synopsis of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and it goes to what people know about the game as of right now, and this was created and this article was created in June. It says, what is the story of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? Still under wraps, but it's clear what the gist of the story will be, and we know it immediately follows the beloved Borderlands 2 DLC Assault on Dragon's Keep. So after you kill the handsome sorcerer and free Princess Butt Stallion, this story pretty much, the story of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands picks up directly after that. Controlling the characters of Borderlands 2, they go on a fantasy adventure. In a trailer breakdown produced by IGN, Wonderlands director Matt Cox explains the game takes place shortly after Dragon's Keep, but that it's a brand new adventure and a brand new world in the mind of Tiny Tina. So don't expect the exact same environment from Dragon's Keep. Which characters will you play as in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? Your own! In a first for the Borderlands series, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands will let players create their own characters rather than playing as a set of pre-established vault hunters. So yes, Cox states specifically these can be multi-class heroes, which sounds like a standard tabletop affair, giving you the ability to use the skills and abilities of several character classes. Although Wonderlands will probably adapt this to freely let you pick your skills since it isn't bothered with classes. He also states that the heroes will be customizable. Exactly what I needed to hear. Can't imagine what a Borderlands character looks like with all the sliders set to max. It'll probably start leaking out of your screen. And of course, Ashley Birch will be reprising her role as Tiny Tina. And we're also getting Gabe Kunda. We're getting Will Arnett. Will play the Tyrant Dragon Lord, the game's main villain. Andy Samberg plays a character called Captain Ballantine, while Wanda Sykes assumes the role of the rule-obsessed robot Fret, in the words of Matt Cox. And then they're also saying, I hope they don't try to shoehorn Claptrap in somehow. If I never see that gibbering, sentient dustpan again, it'll be too soon. What are people's opinions on Claptrap? Would you want to see him in Wonderlands? Or would you be okay if he never showed up whatsoever? We haven't done the Skydrown Pulpit. Let's do that one next. Because I feel like people's opinions on Claptrap tend to be a bit mixed. I forgot to go to Tannis and tune up my loot quality using her little station. I forgot to do that. Then we'll go back to Skydrown Pulpit. Oh my goodness. 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 Wow. That this fool. Wow. I have literally no words for what I'm looking at right now. I'm sorry. Okay, so some of you may know that on occasion I tend to talk about Crystal Dynamics Marvel Avengers. Well, this upcoming Saturday will mark their 1 year that they've had their game active. Now, to everyone that knows of the game's history throughout the year that it's been active, it has not been in the best of limelights. It has not really resonated with every single player who has played it, myself included. I've uninstalled the game and I have no intention of trying to play it again because the game literally offers me nothing that other games that I currently own can already do far better. But one of the things that they've just shown off to celebrate their 1 year anniversary, to commemorate a whole year of Marvel Avengers being active, is a nameplate, some XP boosters, and some resource boosters. I literally have no words. I literally have no words for how ridiculous that is. This game has been out for going on a year, and their big way of celebrating their game being out for a year is to give players a nameplate and some boosters to XP and some resource boosters. Sorry, I'm writing. good lord. They could have surprised players. Said like, hey, we're working on gear being reworked. We're working on fixing all of the game-breaking bugs that are causing people to lose their progress to this very day, causing enemies to be stuck underneath the map. Make improvements to the end game loop so that it's more enticing for people to play, but all they do is release a nameplate and some resource boosters. I literally have no words for how I feel and how this was their one chance to say like, hey, we hear you players, we're gonna give you what you want. We'll work hard to make Marvel Avengers the game that you truly desire and truly deserve, but it is literally just more of the same. I don't have any words. I'm just kinda... Wow. Wait, what was that? I just heard a guitar riff go off. What was that just now? I heard a guitar riff go off. What was that? Am I hearing things? I gotta be hearing things. I'm hearing a guitar riff go off, but I'm not using the Hellwalker shotgun. I'm sorry, I just can't get it out of my head just how nonsensical they decided to do this. They could have given away credits so that people could buy stuff in their marketplace and say like, hey, as appreciation for playing our game for a year, here are some free credits on us so you can buy an outfit of your choice. But they don't even do that. And then people look at people like me and say like, oh, you're being ungrateful. But I'm like, it's not a matter of being ungrateful, it's like a matter of you're not really showing people that you're hard at work. I don't even know how to feel about this. I'm sorry if I'm not really saying too much. It's just the idea that this multi-million-dollar company that wants people to keep playing their game for extended periods of time did the absolute bare minimum to say thank you for playing our game for a year. Borderlands is doing this to celebrate 2 years. It did it last year to celebrate its 1 year, allowing people to farm for the loot that they want at an increased rate, making it so that playing modifiers... I keep hearing that guitar riff somewhere. Making it so people can play modifiers and get more iridium and stuff. Increasing the loot pool, making farming easier for people. That's what Borderlands is doing to celebrate its 1 and 2 years. And they have more surprises leading up to its official 2-year anniversary. I am so confused. I have never... This whole thing about Marvel's Avengers. Tor guitar solo for killing lots of people is what I heard. Oh, thank you. Because I had no idea. I was wondering, like, I'm not using the shotgun, so why am I hearing this guitar riff go off? But apparently it's Torg. Thank you, Colt. And we got a lot of legendaries to look over. But none of them appear to be in the ballpark of something that I intend to take home with me. I got plenty of time, so I can keep messing around a little bit around here. Transformer Shield. On action skill start, activate any effects that trigger on shield, break, or fill. I already got 2 of those. I had to get rid of 1 because 1 was slightly better than the other, so I don't need that. Minesweeper, SMG damage, Jacob's weapon critical damage, Hyperion weapon critical damage. I'll take it since it has so much damage for it. Large Firestorm, Knife Drain Cosmic Crater, Stark ASMD. Alright, we're good. We're good. I've seen more than enough. I've already seen... Oh, wait, did I see all these? Infiltrator, Trooper Shield, Compressing Storm. Wait, didn't we just see this Knife Drain Cosmic Crater back there? We did. Alright, let's move on. Got some legendaries over here. Woodblocker, because that's everyone's favorite sniper rifle. Cutpurse Deathless. Snowdrift Static Charge. Rough Rider. And I believe I already looked at these. Alright, let's move on. We've already stuck around far too long. Well, that's quite a lot of legendaries to look through.
Now you will be tested.
Got some junk for you right here!
Feeling good. Time up.
Alright, looks like everything's fine. It was nice of that Watcher to heal me. I mean, it was nice of the Overseer to heal me when I was about to die then. Very kind of them. Nimbus, Bounty Hunter. Ooh, wait. Weapon critical damage. Minesweeper, action skill damage. Krakatoa, Rectifier. Lyuda. Stormfront. Then we got all these legendaries over here. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you folks, but the trials are your best way. Ooh. The trials are your best way of getting legendaries during the time that Nekrotafeyo is the main location. Just go through the trials. Going through the main areas like Desolation's Edge, Tanzadir Ruins, or the Pyre of Stars. No, don't go to those. Go to the trials. They're your best bet, and plus they have tons of enemies in one fell location, so best to go to them. Now, I didn't do every single trial, but you all pretty much have the gist of how this is done. Just put on a Schluter mod if you got it after getting all the vault keys, then just go through these
Some
trials.
skill has been demonstrated, I suppose.
Go through these trials and reap the benefits. And if you're really good and you got a good build going for you, well, you should be able to breeze through it just like I did. All in all, it's a good way to get our hands on some good loot for right now. Now, mind you, I already have more than enough loot to last me a long time, so it's not like... Wait, didn't I just pick this up? I got two of those? I got two 150/90 Lyudas? This one's better. So I'm gonna get rid of you. Alright. Well, we got something we can bring back to Sanctuary. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been my session of Borderlands 3 Loot the Universe for Nekrotafeyo. I've told you the locations you need to go to. Just go to the trials. Well, actually, let me go ahead and just say what these locations will give you. So, the 3 locations of the planet itself, they're not all that good to give you these legendaries, but the trials are. So, the Trial of Survival, Gradient of Dawn, will give you shotguns. The Sky Drown Pulpit will give you sniper rifles and shields, as you've just seen here. The Ghostlight Beacon will give you pistols. The Hall Obsidian will give you assault rifles. The Precipice Anchor will give you SMGs and grenade mods, and the Wayward Tether will give you heavy weapons. Those are your locations you need to go to if you want to start farming like crazy. Just put on a Schluter mod, even go to Tannis and boost up your loot quality, and have fun. And loot until the 9th. Because that's when all of this ends. So get all your looting out of your system, farm as much as you can, get as much Iridium as you can. Well, actually, don't worry about the Iridium because the Show Me the Iridium mini event is going to be coming up soon. But yeah, that's it for my session of Borderlands 3 Loot the Universe. And I pretty much covered all that needs to be covered, and you guys have all the information that you need in order to go after the stuff that you want. So go out there and get it, and have fun. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!